So, a big thing in Hinduism, as far as the entire culture is concerned, is coming together and just having, for example, how extended families and the kutumbakas are there in India. All these big families and big ways of living. Why do you think that is? Do you think that the reason why we have such large families all living together under one house, what in Hinduism can create so much, what do you call? I mean, if you look at nowadays, everybody lives on their own in their own house and in their own independent lifestyle, mostly just because they want to have freedom to be able to live on their own and do their own things. But what is it? Is there a Hindu tattva behind the reason why there are such large families somehow making it and living together peacefully in a way?
No, I always used to think until recently, I always used to think that, leave me alone. I want to live my own life. So I think as a Hindu society, as a country, we all got tricked by the Western ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see America as an example, if you are a lonely nuclear family, only all by me, and your silo, what is happening is most of the people are depressed. But the
Mm-hmm.
advantage of having living together a bigger community, I mean, bigger number of people, like a joint family, what happens is that scope for becoming depressed,
Mm-hmm.
scope for becoming lonely, it doesn't exist. Even though we have this the crappy, stupid idea that the privacy is going guaranteed to take you to depression and die and commit suicide and go on drugs, depression drugs to heal that. But if you are in a joint family, what happens, that possibility doesn't exist, because there people are going to notice that something is wrong with you, and then
Mm-hmm.
they are going to pull you out. So that this privacy, you want to die peacefully, you want to die crazy, guaranteed go into depression, yes, live by yourself. Or you want a peaceful life, or you may have some friction, you may have to constantly struggle living in a thing, because that itself, so we took it in the wrong sense. That's a worth the trade-off. If you live through that, yes, you may have to put up with people because various things. That will also help in the real world too, because nobody lives on their own, nobody is a silo. If you work in an office, you have a team. You go anywhere else, you always have people involved. So if you're at home, you are able to manage 4, 5, 6, 10 people. Then you're already trained how to work in a team, how to work, how to adjust, how to work within a team. And also that's going to help you in the real world as well, as now everything is a teamwork. There is a synergy happens. But if you're all by yourself, you lose that skill. That's
Mm-hmm.
very valuable. The second one is you are guaranteed to go into depression. That's a
Mm-hmm.
trend. I'm generalizing, but not everybody is that way. But as a generic rule, I would trade off my privacy for knowing so much. And I used to hold that view that I want to be me. But now I say it's worth. It's not it's not worth having a private life. It's better to have share the life with everybody, and it has psychological benefits, and also you have a healthy growth. You'll mature better, because constantly you are interacting with people, so you will mature life, you'll understand life better. And if you're all by yourself, there is no maturity, you are still in that cocoon, you don't know what's happening, and then you are a loser on every count.
Mm-hmm.
And just a foolish idea somebody put into our head, and we just sucked into it and are destroying our society. If you see India, sometime back 20, 30 years ago, there was no depression in general per se, but now if you see, lots of people are ending up in divorce and depression and a lot of conflict, because we got stupid ideas. We went from a rich culture, mature culture, including me, until a couple of years or 2, 3 years ago, until
Mm-hmm.
Raji Malhotra and HF, these people activated me, I also used to hold. But now I understand the value, and so now I'm willing to do that.
Mm-hmm. In my life also, what I've learned is, as a kid growing up with so many people around you, you get to see so many examples of what to do and what not to do. Because the thing is, when you grow up with one parent and one grandparent, like, or two parents like that, you're limited to how much you can learn, and they're also limited to how much they can experience in life. When you are when you as a kid growing up are exposed to so many different aunts, uncles, brothers and sisters, you get to really see, oh my god, no, my brother just got in trouble just because he lied or something. Now you know you will not lie the same way, or you will not do the same thing. It's a lot of learning from each other that you can do. And when you see examples of uncles or aunts who do things that is not acceptable, you realize you learn a lot of how to live on your own, actually live on your own, how to deal with things that come up on your own. Yeah, I believe that you can, yeah, go out and be independent and explore. But the thing is, I agree with you as far as the trade-off. Being with a big family, you learn so much more from them than you will ever do on your own. It's like, again, life in fast forward. The more people you have in your life, the more experiences you'll be exposed to, and the more you'll know about how to deal with them when they happen to you. And that's the best, at least for a kid growing up. That's how I was when I was growing up around people. It was always looking at them and seeing the mistakes and what's actually making them sad. What are they telling themselves? Hey, I don't want to. I know that because I saw someone fail themselves or hurt themselves thinking that. And even if you, all the things that are going on inside you are outside in the open, at least if they're in the open, then you have someone to come and fix, as you said, fix you and tell you what's wrong. And they're always there to support you, to bring you up. And yeah, I also agree with that.